We go. We have Solana, symbol SOL, versus the dollar. This one being requested by Mr. Jack Assman. He is very consistent, of course, and that is good because we should actually be looking at this one. Anyways, I do think that it is very pertinent to be looking at the monthly right now because it is going to be the monthly closure later tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Any sort of a closure like this on new highs, which would essentially be made with a closure above about $50, I would be looking very likely for, at the worst, September to be a bit of a sideways consolidation month. Maybe it does test down somewhere around, 60 to $70. That's completely fine. However, I would be looking for new all-time highs before end of year yet again. This one has hit the majority of our targets that we had a couple weeks ago mapped out. Let me see where we're at right now. Yeah, we are right at, god damn it. Let me just put this more into view so I can see. Yeah, we're almost at the 2.414. So I expect that it does give one more stab up there, maybe a bit of a short-term pullback if you are on the short-term timeframes, like a 4-hour or an hourly right here. But again, these are just continuation right now. I mean, this is not a reversal even on the fucking hourly. So very, 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 very likely to continue at the very least to about 122.5 first. And then I'd be looking for maybe a short-term pullback right there. But are things done after that? You can see that volume is still pouring in on this baby, and that is exactly what you want to be seeing on these sort of mega moves. 4-hour RSI getting way up there, and will be creating some bearish evidence, presumably so. If it does, assuming that we just don't get above about 92. But in this case right here, we don't even have a local high right now. So looking for a pullback right now is not the wisest thing to be doing. I suspect that this one at the very least hits about 122.5 first. Might even gun for, if things really get crazy into the end of the month, maybe even guns for like 140. You can even see on 4-hour BBWP, this thing is not even, I would expect this thing to be redlining after a just continuous upwards rally after that breakout that we saw almost a week ago now. On the 26th of August right here. Very, 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 very powerful move. So I expect that I wouldn't necessarily be looking for even a short-term high until we see this get to 100 percentile. Then I'd probably be cognizant of the potential bearish evidence formulated over there, and then look for some pullback targets. Tentatively speaking, depending upon where it actually tops out first, which we don't have right now, and it's very unwise to be looking at pullback targets before you see an actual top confirmed, even on a fucking 4-hour like this. I'd presumably most likely be looking somewhere about somewhere around the 2.272 in this case, about a $1.10 on this one. If we go to the medium and higher term timeframes, very fucking good. There's nothing bearish about this at all. We did confirm the hidden bullish evidence right here from yesterday's video, and again, those targets have been met. So I expect that the more that I look at this one, I don't believe this is going to stop at 122.5. I do believe that this one probably does go towards 141st before playing out, decent sized pullback on a medium term time frame. Same thing on 12-hour BBWP as well. It is just breaking into the 90th percentile, so it is getting hot, yes, but I believe it can go more actually here. This is pretty fucking crazy. This is pretty strong price action. Definitely the best chart that we've seen thus far today. We can go look at our momentum charts as well and see where we're at right now. I imagine that everything's sky high right now, and yes it is. But again, this is why I have that rule with daily or with any Stokes. When you are above or below the critical zone, it's not until you come back down below or above it where it actually does become a bit of a lost momentum in this case. And this one's actually making new highs on this rally as well, which is insane. And we'll continue with the upside posturing as long as it's above about a 107.5. Powerful as all hell. 4-hour, same thing, 117.25 is a magical number right there. Hourly showing even short term 115. Crazy shit, certainly crazy shit. But overall, I very likely do look for that one at the very least hit 122.5 before a local high in the short term timeframes. And the more that I look at it, the more I'm starting to look at about 140 or so. This is some really, really impressive stuff right here. Wow, just powerful as all hell. So with that said, hopefully that was helpful. And there you have Solana.